So add your 3 springs. Let's have 2 reds and a blue on there. Maybe instead of the blue, feel free to take it up a notch to a green. You choose. So with our arms to our waist side, our free weights in our palms, we're going to separate those feet hip distance apart. We'll be parallel, and you're going to be on the edge of your heels. Take a deep breath in and extend your arms, extend those legs. Push it out on the inhale, and then exhale, make your way home. So with your breath, it is your rhythm, it is your guide. You'll go no faster, no slower than your breath takes you today. So when you're on the heels, the emphasis is the hamstrings, the backs of those legs. Yeah, hip distance. So that's probably a little bit closer there in with your feet. There you go. Mm-hmm. Pressing through those heels. Let's take it out for 4. Resist it in for 3. So remember, on our reformer with our springs, this is resistance training. So you have that resistance as the carriage slides out. You need to create the resistance, bringing the carriage home. And then the next time you're home, stay home. Slide on down to the toes. Lift high up off of those heels. So create a 6-inch stiletto. Keep those arms elongated down by your waist side, in turning the palms in towards each other. We're going to go into a hammerhead curl. So it's a bicep curl with the palms facing each other. High heels on. Bend those elbows. Straighten those legs. Inhale. And then exhale. Yep. So the elbows can stay down and squeeze into the ribs. So just a bicep curl. 6-inch stiletto. So foot work those feet. High heels on. Pressing into all 10 toes. Feel your arches, your ankles being stimulated here. Let's do that 2 more times. And then the next time you have your elbows bent and your legs straight, let's all meet there. And you're going to straighten those arms up in the air as you drop your heels down. Calf raises. Draw the elbows back down. Bring those heels up. Arms up, heels up. Elbows down, heels down. Awesome sauce. Keep that going. So this is where we might get that snap, crackle, pop in those feet. Working out those toes like a bird on a perch. Curl those toes over that foot bar. 2 more times. And then the next time you have those arms up and those heels up, let's stay there. We're going to prance, coming into a skull crusher with those weights. Weights go behind the head. Right heel drops, switch. Left heel drops. And then if you could get those arms alternating, that would be great too. So I call this running man. So you can keep your elbows up in the air and then just bend and extend through the forearms. That's going to get those triceps. Last 4. Last 3. No, you had it. I like the way how slow you're going. 2. 1. So come on in. The way I like to think about when I move in Pilates, it's slow, it's controlled, it's resisting the springs, right? So when you're moving fast, you're not working against that resistance. So step back to the heels. Come into your Pilates V. So that's our first position in dance. We're going to slide those elbows out to the side. Knuckles are up in the air. Push those arms up as you straighten out those legs. And now that we're in that Pilates V, I want you to feel that squeezing in of those legs. So how tall are you?
5'2".
So you practice with the foot bar up ever for your footwork?
Usually, yeah.
You want to do it? Because I feel like she is. You'll get kind of more out of your footwork.
Yeah, let's try it.
It makes it harder.
I love it.
That's what you're here for.
Exactly.
Yes. Yeah. There's a big difference there. You actually feel like you're going somewhere now. Let's do that 2 more times. I guess, again, the in-breath takes us out. The out-breath takes us in. Awesome sauce. Stay in your Pilates V, but slide on down to your toes. Bring those weights to touch. Elbows are open out to the side. This is called hug the tree. So on an inhale, straighten out those legs, open those arms like you're going to give somebody a hug, and then exhale, draw it in. And again, the whole time you're on those 6-inch stilettos, those high heels. For our footwork, push it out on the inhale. Resist it in on that exhale. Again, no faster, no slower than your breath is taking you today. And then can you stay on those high heels? Yeah. Whole time, push into those toes. Now the next time you're out, stay out there. Legs are going to stay straight like we did earlier. Heels go down, arms come halfway in. And then open the arms out, hug. Halfway in, right back out. Legs stay straight. So for our calf raises, yes, in our Pilates V for 4. 3. Squeeze those heels to touch. 2. 1. Nice job. Come on in. Let's lose those weights. For our shoulder bridge, we're going to drop that headrest down. So this is where you might want to bring the foot bar down. For your shoulder bridge, let's turn our head side to side. No tension there in the neck. We're going to be back on our heels, 10 toes up in the air. Take a deep breath in. On your next out breath, you're going to draw the pelvis under, scoop that core, peel the back off of the mat, 1 vertebrae at a time, lifting those hips up on the in-breath, and then roll it down on that out-breath. Articulate. All right, so you're down. Stay down. Uh-oh, I see a lot of hamstrings. Go ahead, come on down. Bring your knees to a tabletop position. Lift those knees, shins parallel to floor and ceiling. Straighten those legs up in the air. Flex those feet. Push those heels up. Pull those toes down. And then point the toes, bend the knees, come back to that tabletop. So keep that going. Straighten it up. Bend it in. Straighten it up. So stretch those hamstrings more. Bend it in. Now the next time you have those legs straight, keep them straight. Point your toes, flex your heels. Point, flex. So feel the difference. When you flex the heels, feel those hamstrings elongated. When you point the toes, feel those quads elongate. And feet find the foot bar. All right, so hopefully this helps for our next shoulder bridge. Back to our heels. Inhale. Exhale, pelvis draws under, core scoops down and up. Peel off, lift up. I know you can't see your feet, but feel your feet. Make sure they're not doing anything wonky. Inhale, can you lift those hips more? And then exhale, melt it down, roll through that spine. Let's tabletop those knees. So those hamstrings are really getting us today. Straighten those legs up in the air. Hold the flex. Push through those heels. Come into your Pilates V. And then touch the big toes together. Open the heels. Pilates V. Touch the big toes. So go back and forth between the two. And then the legs are as straight as you can get them. And then the next time you find yourself in that Pilates V, hold that V, lift your head up, look down the midline of the body. Can you see those ribs pinching, that belly zipping? There's no thigh gap there between those legs. Squeeze it together. And feet find the foot bar. We're going to stay in this Pilates V for our shoulder bridge. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, draw the pelvis under, scoop the core, find that peel, hold it up. Now squeeze your cheeks and thrust those hips a little higher for 10, 9, squeeze and thrust. Lead with the front of your pelvis for 4. Connect the back, open the front, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, hold. Exhale, roll it down, 1 vertebrae at a time. Come on down, articulate, feel each vertebrae coming down. All right, let's tabletop those knees. Straighten out those legs, flex those feet, push those heels up, heels touch, toes come apart. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, lift the head. Start to slowly lower your legs down to your working level. Comfortably uncomfortable. Stay there. Muscle memory. Feel the feels. Make sure you feel those ribs staying connected. That belly zipping down and up. Most important, your pelvis is neutral. Lower back is not arching. One more breath here. And then exhale, feet find the foot bar. All right, last round of our shoulder bridge. Pilates V. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, draw that pelvis under, scoop the core, find that peel, lift those hips. So I call this tiny march, just an inch. Right foot's lifted up, place it down. Left foot lifted up, place it down. Inch up, inch down. It's small but fast. We're marching. Right foot, left foot, right foot, left foot. March for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, we hold. Exhale, we roll. Find that articulation, 1 vertebrae at a time. Lower back should imprint 1 vertebrae at a time. All right, tabletop those knees. So remember that working level, that comfortably uncomfortable spot. Let's take a deep breath here. On an exhale, lift that head, shoot those legs out, start pumping those arms. Breathe in for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. With that cadence, pull it in for 5. Pull the breath in for 5. Push the breath out for 5. You're pumping, you're breathing. So your breath, your lungs are your pumping mechanism of the body. Pump. The blood is rushing down the legs. Pump it back up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice job. So we're going to keep the headrest down and we're going to reach behind and grab the pegs. Grab those pegs behind the shoulder blocks. Bring your knees to a tabletop position. So this is called reverse crunch. So like your shoulder bridge, it's going to be an articulation of the spine. Take a deep breath in to prepare. And then on an exhale, draw the pelvis under, scoop the core down and up, pull the knees into the chest, and your butt is going to pop up. And then place it down. Now keep that going. Now if you need to, get a little momentum going. But once you start to feel the movement happening, let's see if we can fine tune it. With those hands on the pegs, let's first spread the elbows. Try to keep the elbows at the corners of your eyes. With the hands on the pegs, pull the pegs apart. Stretch those pegs out. Don't pull down. Maybe start to lighten the grip of the fingers onto the pegs. So this muscle, these muscles that we're working here are those deep pelvic floor muscles, those deep abdominal muscles. One more time, pull it in, pop that butt up. Nice job. Let's make our way to the back of the mat. Your socks match perfectly with your pants. So separate those feet. They're going to be hip distance apart, arms to the waist side. Let's take that deep breath in. Reach those arms over the head. You're going to push your hips forward, drop your shoulders back. Take a deep breath in and fill up. And then on an exhale, reach those arms out and down. Chin drops into the chest. You're going to roll yourself into yourself. Take that dive down, fingertips. Reach for the toes. Drop that head. Hang here. Shake your head. Yes. Shake your head. No. Make a circle, change that direction. So your upper body, let it go. Feel your back body opening up. Let's soften both knees to palm the mat. Walk yourself out to your plank. So maybe today that plank is on the knees, but wherever you are, you're going to have a strong, long line through the spine. So that's where the crown of the head, the tip of the tailbone are level. Spread your fingers. Push down through those fingertips. Use the whole palm, not just those wrists. Take a deep breath here. On your next exhalation, pike that butt up. Lift your sits bones high. Push those heels low. Stay here. Explore your downward facing dog. Maybe we go into that prance. Alternate those heels. Bend a knee, straighten a leg, and switch. Explore. So what we're going to do is go back and forth between the two. We're flowing. So inhale, take yourself down to your plank. Exhale, pike that butt up. Inhale, plank. Exhale, pike. So you don't have to drop onto the elbows unless you want to. So pike is where we lift our booties high. And then we come down into that plank. Perfect. Just up and down. You made it a lot harder than it needed to be. Right. So the next time you find yourself in your plank, stay in that plank. Stay level. This is where the magic happens. Yes? Breathe in, breathe out. When you're breathing, you can do anything. Take one more breath here. Exhale, we're going to take a slow descent down to the belly. Avoid the plop. Lay down. Take your arms, extend them long alongside your body. Turn the palms down so the pinkies are turning in and those thumbs are turning out. Pinkies touch the body. Thumbs, there you go. So some of us might be feeling a stretch there through the forearms, some of us maybe not. But this helps us to keep our chest open. Take a deep breath in, lift everything up. Arms, legs, head, everything. If you can lift it, lift it. Inhale. Exhale, come on down. Keep that going. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Feel the pulling of those fingers to the back to rise yourself up. Squeeze that upper back together, filling up. So we're back bending. This is called extension of the spine. And the next time you find yourself up, stay up. If it's available to you, lace the fingers together behind your back. So not only are the fingers touching, see if you can get the palms to touch. Pull those knuckles back. Can you lift more? Can you bring your gaze to the center of the room? We're strengthening the back of the neck, not straining. Can you bring your gaze up to the ceiling? Lift more. We're fixing all of this text neck. Take a deep breath in one more time. Come on up. And take it down. Child's pose, hands underneath those shoulders. Cat and cow, because it feels good. Round and roll. Roll through that spine. Sorry, come on up. I missed a step. I had to put you in child's pose. No, that was not bad. Child's pose. Can't come on up, hands and knees. Now we do some cats and cows. I jumped ahead a step or two. I know you were looking forward to cat and cow. Although child's pose is pretty good too. So what we're going to do is we're going to step our right palm forward, drop to the elbow, step your left palm forward, drop to the elbow, and then slither yourself down onto your belly, but keep yourself propped up onto those forearms. So in yoga, we call this Sphinx pose. But let's do some shoulder loops. Let's roll those shoulders back, down, and around. So create a shoulder loop or some shrugs of your shoulders. So let's go one direction and then the other. And then the next time you find those shoulders sliding down the back, keep them there. Look to the center of the room. Like a turtle, come out of the shell. Think about pushing down through the palms and those forearms as you lift your chest up. Again, we're finding that back extension here. Feel those shoulders connecting. So our shoulders are a socket. Plug the shoulders in. Nice. Turn your head, look over the right shoulder. Drop the chin to the chest, roll it around, turn your head, look over the left shoulder. And then let's drop the chin back to center. Now, keep looking down. Now, if you can, you can. Let's tuck the right toes under, left toes under. Imagine you have a tack underneath your belly. Lift your belly in and up. Push up off of your belly, off of your ribs. Lift off of those knees. You're in a forearm plank. You're level. Forearm plank. No jokes. Finding your breath here. Again, when you're breathing, you can do anything. You can modify your forearm plank and stay on your knees, but wherever you are, you're breathing for 5, 4. Keep those shoulders plugged in. Ears away from shoulders. 3, 2, 1. Very gracefully. Come on down. Hands underneath those shoulders. Let's push back to that child's pose. So I'll let you enjoy the pose here, since I called it earlier. All right, make your way to your hands into your knees. Find a cat tilt of your back and tuck your toes under. Look at your knees. Take an 1-inch hover off of those knees. 1 inch. Knees are hovering. Fingers are spread. Push down through the whole palm. Now tap the knees down. Come back to the hover. Tap, hover. Use your core. Tuck your chin way into the chest. You're still in that cat tilt. Tap, hover. 5. Tap, hover. 4. 3. Round the back. Lift the belly to lift those knees. Hold that hover. Straighten out those legs. Downward facing dog. Hands are going to walk towards those toes. Come back to your fold. Hang loose. So those feet are hip distance apart. They're parallel. Take a breath in through the nose. And on an exhalation, push down into those feet. Use that cat tilt to roll yourself up. So we're going to take a hold of our box. We're going to come to the back of the reformer. Before you put the box on, let's drop the straps inside the well. We're going to do short box style up against the frame, or up against the riser and on the frame. Yep, on the back end of the reformer. So before you turn, just watch me where we're going. We'll bring the headrest up because it kind of gets in the way. If you hit it, you hit it. We'll step inside the well. Don't do anything, just watch me. So remember that forearm that we just had down there, right? We're going to find it here. We'll step the right foot back onto the carriage. So we're almost in a plank pose. We're going to use our core, of course. So right now, my right hip is higher than my left. So I'm going to lift my left hip up, become level with the right. So it's just a little hover of the foot. And then we'll start playing. Pull the knee up, tap the toe down. Pull the knee up, tap the toe down. And then again, if you hit the headrest, you hit it. But it kind of gets in the way, just a little bit. All right, so come down to those forearms. Fingers can curl over the box. Try to line up, though, the ring finger through the forearm to your elbows. So try not to let the elbows flare out to the side. So with that right foot, step it back onto the carriage. So just with a flat foot, take a deep breath in, exhale, hover that left foot off the ground. And then very gracefully, place it down to hover. Place it down, hover. Good, hover, like we did with those knees, just a hover for 4. Don't lift the leg. Think about just lifting the hip. There it is. All right, now, can we bend the knee, pull the left knee to the chest, tap the toe down, pull the left knee to the chest, tap it down. Yeah, if you hit the headrest, that's fine. Knee to chest. Yes, pull it up. 4. Pull it up. Here's the hard part. Try not to let the hip lower. Lift the knee. Lift the knee. One more time. Lift that knee. Hold that knee up. Hold that knee up. Left knee taps the right elbow, taps the left elbow. Elbow to elbow for 4. 3. Yes. 2. 1. Nice job. Let's do that on the other side. So switch your feet. Do you want your sticky pad?
I think so, something.
So before we start, let's create some shoulder loops. Roll those shoulders back, down, and around. Roll those shoulders. There's a lot on the shoulders. All right, next time those shoulders are sliding down the back, keep them there. Create space, ears and shoulders. Just a flat foot. Lift the hip. So right hip. I know you can't see, but level it off to the left. So feel the lift coming from the hip. So, yes. Lift for 4. Try to keep your head level. So don't let your head hang, right? There's still energy there in the back of the neck. 3. 2. 1. Now pull, knee to chest. Tap the toe down. Pull, knee to chest. Tap the toe down. For 4. 3. 2. Hold that knee up. Hold it up. Knee to right elbow, knee to left elbow, elbow to elbow. Keep that knee high. 4. 3. Right elbow, left elbow. 2. 1. Come on down. Nice job. Let's come out of the well. Slide the box closer towards the shoulder rest. And if we need to, we can move it when we get there. But let's come to a green spring. Just one green. So green comes on, everything else comes off. You're gonna kneel on the carriage, knees up against the shoulder blocks, hands and forearms down like we had them earlier. Now the box should not be touching the carriage or the headrest. So knees up against, and then maybe just a little bit more. And again, we can move it. We're not set in stone. All right, drop to those forearms. Again, fingers curling over the box. So we're using the same muscles we've been connecting with this whole time. Take a deep breath in. So if your headrest is touching your box, you probably need to slide your box more forward because there's going to be a little bit of room because the carriage is going to move. Maybe it's just a little bit, but it is going to move. So give it room to move. All right, we ready? Take a deep breath in. Draw the pelvis under, scoop the core, pull the belly in to pull that carriage towards the box. Yeah, if you need to, you can slide the box out further. Yeah. Yes, perfect. Do you feel that? So again, it's those deep abdominal muscles we've been engaging with this whole class. So don't use the shoulders, use the core. So the shoulders stay over the elbows. Exhale, draw that pelvis, scoop that core, drag it in. Tuck, 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 tuck. There you go. Do you feel that? Once you feel it, you feel it. Drag it in. So cat tilt the back, yes? Take a deep breath in. Exhale, draw the pelvis in. So let's start. Bring your elbows and your shoulders aligned. So I'm sorry, nope, but don't let your elbows. Come a little bit more forward, right? Yes. There you go. Yes, like once you feel it, you're like, oh yeah, there it is. So before we get going, or before we stop, I don't want to exhaust you. Take the hands, the elbows, those forearms, find the right corner of your box. We're going to do the same thing. We're at the corner, right corner of our box. Same. Exhale, draw it in. So see how she is here with her hands? You kind of found the corner of the box, the right corner. How are those shoulders? Shoulders stay over the elbows. So nothing moves. There you go. So feel how it's not the upper body, it's the lower body. Pull it in. 2 more. Last one. Yes. All right, other side. Find the kitty corner of the left. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, drag it in. Abdominals pulling in and up. Again, these are those low, deep abdominal muscles. Drag it in. Try not to let those springs make any noise. That's the hard part, yes? Drag it in. 4, 3, nothing but core. Upper body's quiet. 2, 1. Nice job. Let's come off of the reformer. Take that box, bring it onto the carriage. We're going to do long box style. Everyone's still okay on the knees. We're going to come onto the box, kneeling. So hands at the corner, knees at the corner. So make use of the box. Head is facing the center of the room. Because I like to see your faces. You had a 50-50 chance. Mm-hmm. All right, so what I want us to do, maybe just some cats and cows, some shoulder rolls, get things moving. All right, so the next time you find yourself in that leveled spine where the crown of the head and the tip of the tailbone are level, stay there. Pull the rib cage up, pull the belly up. So if we were to have we have a flat back when we're having a dinner setting on our back. So we have the cups, the plates, the silverware, all of it. We're going to keep everything still as you extend your right leg long behind you. Now, here's the hard part. Did you dip or dunk to the left side of the body? Try not to. So keep the right leg there. Extend long, not high, long. Flex the foot. All 5 toes point down to the ground. Feel hips are level, right? Right hip, left hip are level. Just a little bit. Take the leg out to the right. Come center. Just a little bit to the right. Come center. Again, the hard part, no dipping, no dunking to the left. Straighten that leg, long, open, close. Hard part, no dipping, no dunking into that other side. One more time. Bring it in. Switch legs, left leg, extend it long. Reach, 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 reach. Long, not high, long. Flex that foot. All 5 toes point down. Open. Close. So again, we're not trying to get a big range of motion. It's small and it's controlled. Open. Close. Open. Close. For 4. 3. 2. 1. Awesome sauce. Let's do it again. Right leg, left arm, opposite hand to the opposite leg. Open, arm and leg out to the side. Bring it center, right? Your torso stays completely still. It's not about the range of motion. Stay with that control. Torso still. How's that place setting on our backs? Did we lose anything? One more time. Drop it down. Real fast. Let's get it over with. Other side. Stretch, stretch, reach. Opposite hand, opposite leg. Long, not high. Open it up on the in breath. Bring it in on that out breath. Balance. It's a little bit harder when we're on the box, right? Total different exercise when we're on the mat. We've got a little fear factor going on here. For 4. 3. 2. 1. Dismount. Come off of the box. Back end of your mat. Face the center of the room. Take a deep breath in. Reach those arms up and over the head. You're going to push your hips forward. Drop those shoulders back. Fill it up. And then exhale, chin to chest. Roll yourself into yourself. Take that dive down and hang out. So if you need to, maybe roll those wrists. Make a circle, one direction. Other direction. Shake the head. Shake those shoulders. Let it all go. So we're going to grab those binder balls, those black balls that are behind us, and come down to our hands and our knees. So stability, foundation, because we're going to challenge it. We're going to throw a wrench into it. Take the ball under the right knee. Keep the right toe tucked and touching the mat. You're on your hands and knees. So remember, we did it On the box, we're going to do it again. So right now, the right hip is higher than the left hip. Lift that left hip level. Drop it down. Lift the left hip level. Now, if you can, the left foot comes off the mat as well. There you go. And then tap the knee down. Come level. Tap the knee down. Come level. So keep this knee bent. And then just lift, lower. Right? Level, lower. Now, challenge if this isn't enough for you. The right toes come off of the mat. So just the right knee is on that ball. Challenge. It was a challenge. It's there for you if you want it. There it is. Awesome. Let's go ahead. Take that ball to the other knee. So remember, there's always the progression, step by step. Everyone always wants to jump ahead. So toe tucks, flat palm, spread your fingers, especially if you're feeling those wrists. Level, lift that hip, level to the left, right? Level. Everything's coming up off that right leg. Lift it up, place it down. Like our knee taps. Lift, tap the knee. Now, if you can, the toes come off of the ball or off of the mat. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice job. So go ahead, lay down on your back. Again, head facing the center of the room because I like to see your faces. Nope, you got it. Lay down. Either way, it was going to happen. So what I want us to do is take the ball in between the right elbow, the forearm, and the right knee. So kind of hold that ball in place. I love your interpretation of that.
It's nap time.
No, you got it. But see if you can get more of the forearm on there. So bend the elbow. There you go. So it goes a little bit lower. There you go. And then you're pushing the elbow and the knee together. All right, now bring the left knee up to a tabletop position. Take the left leg, straighten it out, long across the mat. Bend it in. Straighten it out, bend it in. And then the whole time, I want you pushing that together.
The remix version.
You're fine. Now maybe that head can come up, the head can go down. Yes. Perfect. We got it going on. You should feel those hip flexors on the right. There's that big hip crease muscle. Now the next time the head is up, the left leg is long. Hold it there. Hold it there. Holding for 4. Lower the leg. Challenge. 3. Flex that foot. Push through that heel. Still squeeze the ball. Keep the leg long. Keep the leg long. 3, 2, 1. Let's try that on the other side. Everyone felt that muscle there, yes? On the right side. I love, love, love working that muscle. All right. We're running out of time. Take that ball over to the left. Squeeze that ball. Forearm or back of the elbow to the knee. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. All right, so right leg, tabletop. Straighten it out. Bend it in. Straighten it out. Bend it in. Now, if you can, That head comes up. The head goes down. Lift. Lower. As the leg goes out, that head comes up for 5, 4, still squeezing that ball. That's where the work is happening. 2. If you're out there, stay out there, looking down that midline of the body, squeezing that ball. Challenge, leg low for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hug it in. Lose the ball. So you can find anything and do that. I mean, get creative. Just something to hold on to there. Hug your knees into your chest. Rock your knees one direction. Turn your head in the opposite direction. And then hold it center. And then rock forward, rock back. And then eventually make your way up to that seated